mentioned last week that I was going on a trip to visit family. And I was going to try to pull the camera out and get some video to introduce you to my sister. And I did that, but we were really bad at it. So I have some clips here, and I'm going to have to insert a few little clarifying comments here and there. I think the problem was that I was just too enthralled in what we were doing to think about taking a video. I just wasn't. So at the last minute, I'm like, oh, we need to be videoing this. And so it's all in bits and pieces and whatever. So when it finally occurred to us, we were out running errands. We left the boys at home. She's got one, her youngest is about to go off to college, so that's real exciting. So she had a few more things she had to pick up at Walmart. So we left the boys there, snuck out, went and had some lunch, and then went on a trip to Walmart where we brought you along.
Okay, so we forgot to do a real video, so we're out now running errands. We're in a restaurant called Copeland's. Can you hear me? It's loud in here. And ironically, we are kind of like dressed the same. So, see, there's Shelly, and she has on her stripes and her sweater and her ponytail, white capris. I have on the same thing. So we look like two little old lady sisters going around town together in this restaurant. Or lady. No, I like your coat glasses. Put them back on. Yeah, she looks like a movie star. Okay, we just finished Copeland's. It was delicious. We do not have to go through the car wash. Like I thought I was going to take out through the car wash. We don't have to do that. And we're going to take you to Walmart. Wouldn't that be great? Awesome. Slidell, Louisiana. I've taken them to two Walmarts in our area, and they are two completely different Walmarts.
Oh, this is going to be very exciting. And they have, they're about to open a new neighborhood Walmart.
I know. What else can
We'll do that next.
I'm having a terrible time choosing toothpaste. This is what we end up getting because he doesn't like mint. No, Brandi, we're buying for college. We forgot to say that part. Look at those little sparkles. That's the one. Oh no, it says cool mint.
Yeah, but it's not green mint.
Oh, it's not green mint.
Yes.
That's See, okay. I'm not filming. We are doing the e.l.f. cosmetics right now. So the brushes are ideal. Yes, get brushes. Now, I can't remember what she does not recommend. I'm going to put a link in the description box to this beauty person that I like to follow, and she reviews all this kind of stuff. And she'll tell you what products are really good and what products aren't. But for $2, $3, or something like this, these are some good things, especially the brushes. We love the brushes.
Now the problem with having only your cell phone with you when you're filming out and about is that you may run out of room on your cell phone, which I did right when I was going to tell you about this. You know those shine papers? It's like papers that you can just press on your skin, and it's supposed to remove the excess oil. Well, I recently read that all that is the exact same stuff in a public restroom when you have those toilet covers, you know, toilet seat covers. It's the same thing. So, but if those are something that you like, you might can save some money by just snatching your fresh, clean one, stick it in your purse and cutting it up into pieces. I thought that was kind of funny.
We found the yarn aisle, even though Shelly doesn't have a whole lot of interest in yarn, but they do have more yarn here than they do at our Walmart, but not as much as they had at that other Walmart on the other side of my town. So Slidell, Louisiana apparently likes yarn a little bit more than Madison, Mississippi. Look, bottle to pen. It's pens made out of recycled bottles.
So Shelly bought some blush from that e.l.f. cosmetics line. It was actually a liquid blush. And she came out and it was just so red she looked like Raggedy Ann, and it was funny. But then when we filmed it, you can't tell as much. So we are just bombing this whole film escapade.
My cheeks look like that. You need some makeup? I'll make you up.
Okay, so Shelly bought new blush at Walmart.
How did you test the color?
But you can't.
It's not the color per se.
It's like a squirt cream thing, and I put it in, and it's like,
you look kind of like Raggedy Ann.
Very rosy. Yeah, I gotta go take it off.
Yeah, like
Now, this was a really good thing. Brandi is a childhood friend of ours. She didn't live in our hometown, but she came to visit her grandparent all the time, her grandmother. And we got to play with her on a regular basis. Her daddy and T, Shelly's daddy, were like best friends in high school and stuff. And so it was really neat that we got to play with her. We loved her. Well, ironically, none of us are living anywhere near our hometowns, and she and Shelly are about 45 minutes away from one another now, so they get together all the time. So when I came in town, I said, call Brandi and see if she could come over, and she did. So we got the camera out again, and we had a discussion.
I wonder why we called you here today. Now, are you doing this?
Yes, we're all doing.
Do you have a remote?
No, it's super.
All right, now what are we doing though? Are we going to crochet or something? I said, this is not cast off Monday.
I don't have
and she
anything.
doesn't realize that.
She does
Tuesday.
about cast off Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are. We need to zoom in. Hang on.
Oh, we
Yeah,
do.
because my legs are looking very big and white.
Well, that's because you're sitting next to Brandi.
Oh, great.
Okay.
No.
Sit in the middle.
No, stop.
She should sit in the middle.
No. Y'all kind of match.
Why? Because you want her to leave
Now
just
look,
as
look at the
badly?
strap.
Okay.
That's hilarious. Is it on?
Okay. Yes, it's on. All right.
Can I go change?
No.
We should never wear horizontal straps.
No, we
I've
should.
got a strappy thing too. We're all like
You
zigzaggy.
look good.
Come on,
Okay.
Cougar.
Here's the deal. All right.
Come here. Come on.
I always want to do a video with friends, and I never can because the two friends that I would really like in my video are not anywhere near me. So now we're all together. We have no idea if we have anything to say that would roughly interest you in any way, but you're getting this video whether you like it or not. You can always hit stop and not watch it. Okay, this is Shelly. This is Brandi. Brandi does know how to crochet, but you know, we're of course not doing that right now. Shelly
I do not know.
does not know anything about that, so we're not going to talk about that. Today,
What are we going to talk about?
I have a topic in mind. Undergarments.
Oh, great.
Undergarments. We need to talk about undergarments. Now, I'm really serious about this. Okay, do you remember when we were young and we could not leave the house without a slip?
Yes.
Do you
Yes.
remember when that was very important? Slips were very important. And I remember when Princess Diana they had taken a picture of her when she was outside, and she did not have a slip on. She had this long skirt down to about right here, and her legs, she was taking a step, yeah, and you could see her legs through there, and that was like, oh, how tacky. It was so tacky. Now, Cougar, in case the camera's shaking, Cougar is rubbing his face on it. Just like Calico did this the other day, and it wiggles.
Cracking me up.
Cougar, stop.
It's okay. It's part of life. Okay, so anyway, here's my problem. Nobody wears slips today, and there's also something called Spanx that the world needs to be introduced to. Spanx are very popular. Now, not everybody wants to wear them, and I understand that, but
They make me sweat.
yes,
I hate
they.
them.
Well, you don't probably need them either. But
Do you have a slip in your drawer?
I
And
do.
they roll.
Do you have a slip?
No.
I still have one.
Okay.
Because I feel like
I
you have to have one.
I do, and I tell you why I do. All right, I wore this dress to a wedding the other day, and it was hot. It was in a cute little barn with no air conditioning. Precious barn, no air conditioning. June in Mississippi. It was crazy. Tucker had a suit on. He was about to die. It was just
Oh
terrible.
my gosh.
Okay.
yes, I do.
Well, I had this big. Oh no, I don't know. I had this big. It was kind of an airy, not fitted kind of thing. So I thought I was really clever. And yet I did put a slip on underneath, and the reason why is because when you turn around and look at your back in the mirror, sometimes you can see panty lines, and that is just not attractive. And I'm sorry, I know that all those rules about not wearing white after Labor Day or something like that.
It doesn't apply.
All that's gone. I'm talking about your undergarments showing through your clothes, and it makes it look bad. You know how,
Yes.
especially if you don't have
It's
a really
shy.
tight.
Even thongs can show.
Do you want to announce to people that you have on a phone? I mean, that's
Not
just...
today.
Did you know this was the topic?
No, I didn't. But
I want to know if I'm just an old lady, or if there is something that you can do. Is it acceptable for people to see your underwear lying in your dress, behind in your dress? Is that okay to do that?
I don't personally like to see that on somebody.
Anybody
But it's pretty.
But when they're not wearing any at all,
But
and
it's
that's
better
weird.
than none.
What?
Yeah.
Freestyling.
Yeah. So I'd rather see a line
So
than
maybe
no
a
line.
line is good.
Because then you know for sure they're wearing underwear.
What if you can't? Well, how do you know for sure? Unless they have like cottage cheese booty or something.
It's like if you're wearing yoga pants. What do you do?
Well, I'm just thinking if
I
y'all
wear-
still have
I wear the
slips,
line.
that y'all probably need to throw those away.
I kept them just because my grandmother would be
Throw them
disappointed
away.
if I got rid of
do
it.
it.
You still have pantyhose?
I do. I actually wore pantyhose for the first time.
Well, Princess Kate wore pantyhose recently, and
She
so
did.
that made her.
I love little thin tights, but I don't have any pantyhose
I don't have any
anymore.
pantyhose,
Mm-mm.
but I would buy some
It covered my
pantyhose.
fat up a little better when
Oh.
I wore them.
Well, that's
True.
See,
It
this
did.
is what
It
I'm
smoothed
concerned
my
about.
skin out.
Recently, my
I'm
friend had
happy.
on Spanx, and we went to a party, and she was so hot and doesn't even remember stopping at Wendy's to go to the bathroom, and she took her Spanx off because she was so hot, and I think she threw them away. And later on, she said, I don't even know where my Spanx are. And I said, you left them at Wendy's? And she said, who's Wendy?
Was there wine involved?
I was talking about Wendy's hamburger.
Was there
No,
wine
that's true.
involved with this?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
It's New
well,
Orleans.
that's a different
It's
story.
New Orleans.
Spanx and wine. Don't
Well,
forget.
I thought that was the best
Brandy's
story.
in the picture.
Oh no.
Oh, I hope I'm not.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah, sort of. She said anything.
I that is a good Spanx story. It's true. Just
That's a true
happened.
story.
It is, but did she look good in them before or after they got thrown away in the Wendy's garbage?
I couldn't tell the difference.
She'd
I
been
could
taken
not tell
too,
the
so she
difference.
couldn't tell.
Well, not because of that. I just don't remember her looking like when she took the Spanx off. The things just pop out like it wasn't. She was. They just make you sweat and they roll. I don't think there's anything attractive about.
I think
Spanx.
when you're wearing them though, like if somebody hugs you, they can't feel your roll. They feel your.
They think you have a tight
smooth.
butt.
Yeah.
You know,
So do you wear the body one, the whole thing?
I have-
the whole
I-
thing.
No, I have wear that.
No, I have. Mine's not real Spanx, but one time a friend told me about body. What do they call it? Body
armor?
shapewear.
Body armor.
And they're like panties that attach to it, like they come up way high, so they smooth your whole middle section out. But they're not.
So in other words, there's nothing sexy about these
No,
whatsoever,
uh-uh.
unless you put your clothes on because, but then you look better.
Has your
After-
husband ever
with
seen
the
you
clothes.
in your Spanx?
I tried not to let that
Well, no.
occur.
No. No, I don't think any husband has ever seen Spanx. They probably don't even know they exist.
They probably
See, that's the point. They don't need to
Yeah,
know
they
that.
don't know.
Because you are assumed to look good under the clothes, you see. And if you don't wear something like the slip to hide the panty lines, then everybody knows you don't look good under that.
Most things are lined though. I don't think you need a
Okay,
slip
well, if I
anymore.
have a lined dress, no, don't worry about the slip. But if I have something that I turn around, and that's the key thing, mirrors. Use your mirror and look at yourself before you walk out of the door. And
Good
then
advice.
From behind, yes.
From
I
behind.
never look ever.
Yeah.
You're blowing this whole theory
I know.
here.
I don't wear
She's-
slips and I don't look.
Let's cut her
I just
out of the video.
hope for the best.
I also want to point out here too that I forgot my makeup. Where am I?
We all do.
I forgot my
Come in
makeup
closer.
out of town. When I was packing, I forgot it. So I'm wearing Shelly's makeup. Brandi does not have any makeup on, and she doesn't even need it either.
Which is normal.
She doesn't have a slip, she has Spanx, and she doesn't have makeup. She's still winning.
You're still winning. That is not fair.
No one knows the secrets. Just keep them
She
secret.
doesn't wear big giant horizontal stripes.
Well, that's
she does.
that is the problem.
Well,
No.
the makeup thing is I worked for Merle Norman in college, and I had enough of that, and it just turned me against a lot of face makeup and stuff. I hated it. I scrubbed my face every day. I hated it. The lady made me wear it to work there, and I just got enough, like that pink cake makeup.
Well, they do have thick makeup now. Merle Norman has that really.
They do.
We were talking about full coverage. makeup.
Full coverage face, body. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Where are we?
We're talking about completely making ourselves over here, I guess. Okay, we can talk about another subject now. I'm through with the undergarments. All I'm saying is I don't want to know what your undergarments look like. Therefore, if you need a slip to cover up your panty lines, put one on or wear Spanx.
You think a slip covers your panty line?
Mine does. Yes.
Is that the purpose of a slip?
No, not to see through the light.
Originally, it was so that you don't see your legs through, which has actually become a fashion statement now to see your legs through. And that's okay. I can live with that. When I can't live, well, see, here's the deal. I saw this lady the other day. She had on like a t-shirt. It's probably this material.
Yeah,
it's like a,
clingy. It can be clingy even though it's flowy.
Sure.
Right. It's clingy.
Oh, so you don't want to wear cotton under that because it sticks.
Definitely not.
It
So
hangs onto it, and then it's like hanging up
That's
there
the key.
on your underwear. That's worse.
I don't know what fabric her panties were made out of. But first of all, unless you were actually...
That's good news.
Unless you were actually, a really fit, slim individual, then this is something you're going to need to consider. She was not. And I could literally see the triangle of, do you know what I mean? Because I think it cuts maybe into the body. I don't know, but I could see the triangle from the back. Now, if you had the slip on, it hangs between there, so it kind of just.
Well, my vision has gotten worse as I've gotten older, and I think that's why God does that sometimes. Like, it's much more forgiving. I don't really notice the underwear lines.
So you're saying that I would be a much happier person if I just never put my glasses on and didn't look at anybody?
Yes. If you go to a party, just don't wear your contacts or your glasses.
Okay. Well,
that's my advice.
Or your underwear.
That's my advice. And drink whatever.
And drink wine.
And take off your Spanx.
Panty lines won't mean a thing.
Thank you.
Problem solved.
And that's the end of that.
Awesome. Oh, look, it looks like it's locked.
Okay, we're discussing pepper spray because Brandi recently had an intruder in her home, and now we're discussing what pepper spray is.
Can you read that?
No, I can't see it.
They're over there.
Wait, I think I can.
The neutralizer, but I can't see what it says about it. If it's pepper spray or
something in bright orange is way too little to read, and that looks very important.
Okay. It's 10% red pepper with UV dye. Ooh, strong irritant. Okay, now we're going to spray Brandi. Look, you have to unlock it.
Go ahead.
You have to unlock it before you can spray it. So if you're in an emergency, you got to turn it before you spray it.
And that's ready to go.
I'm scared of it.
Oh my gosh, you have to.
Okay, so how long do the effects of pepper spray last? And what do you do in case of accidental spraying?
Oh gosh,
flush with water, probably like.
What if it's oil based?
You can't sell this to minors under the age of 18.
Really?
That's what it says.
I didn't know you could still buy it. I didn't know they still sell it.
This could be years.
That could go probably through security. That's like 3
you
ounces.
can't take that through.
3 ounces or less.
Oh, it expires in 08, but I bet you it still sprays.
Well,
I bet it's still.
Works.
We could try it on the.
You want me to spray you?
Let's try it.
Spray it.
Let's try it on the back.
Let's
go.
No. Let's go outside and just spray it.
See if it'll spray.
All right,
okay.
I'm gonna do that.
That is a good idea. I want to see what it looks like. Heard us all.
Put
your glasses on. You have glasses on?
Okay.
Brandy's gonna put on her safety glasses.
Can they?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, here we go.
Okay, go.
I'm not worried. Big test.
Oh, it's red.
It is red.
And it still works. So.
But it's not a spray, it's a squirt.
Yes, it is
Yeah,
squirt.
you got to really be accurate.
Do it, wait, one more time.
No, shake it.
One
Make
more
sure
little
there's
spray?
not much. Shake it and see.
There's still
Okay.
some. All right, yeah, you got to be pretty accurate with this.
It squirts far. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's good. Now let's see
Ooh,
if we
watch
can...
out. Don't let it get, it's blowing in the wind. Don't get it.
It did do a little blowback.
So, can you smell it?
Go walk over there and run through it and see.
See if it's in the grass.
It was orangey red. It was. So
Oh, don't get it on your shoes. You'll carry it in and Cougar will
Okay.
rub his face in it.
Right. It went pretty far.
It did.
Okay.
Okay, now we know.
Funny. Yeah, all
All right, we locked ourselves out.
Yeah.
Brandon.
Thank you,
Okay,
Brandon.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you. Awesome.
Okay, so now you have to come up with another topic.
How many we gonna do?